Hi everyone, welcome to Performing Passions. My name is Thomas Grimwood. I am extremely passionate about the performing arts. I have autism and mild cerebral palsy. Performing arts is really special to me because it's helped me find the true sense of belonging and inspired me to foster inclusion and diversity in everything I do. Here we're sparking a passion for performing. Today I am honored and excited to introduce our guest, Kai Franks. Hi Kai, how are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you, Thomas. How are
You
you?
were Yeah, great, thank you. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name's Kai, as Thomas said.
Yeah,
I'm a second year actor musician at Mountview. I went to Ariel Company Theatre, as did Thomas, and we did multiple shows together, and you are very, very fun to work with, and I'm really excited to be here.
thank you. You're amazing to work with as well. So I
Thank
do
you.
have a bit of an intro question where I pick a number from a hat, well, beanie, and it's associated with one of the questions. Something a bit random, nothing too deep.
All right.
Okay, question number one. Okay, so for an opening night of the show, is there anything you do to celebrate?
Ooh. Normally just maybe a sweet treat. Something like a donut, maybe like a jam donut with sugar on it. That's definitely my fave.
Awesome.
Yeah, get the
Um,
sugar back.
yeah,
Yeah, maybe listen to the show that I'm in as well, just to like kind of hear it one more time.
yeah, awesome. I definitely do that. Yeah,
Eh,
more so than for donuts because I don't like donuts.
That's very fair. They're not for
Y-
everyone.
Yeah. So, a few questions. So, how did you get into the performing arts?
So I probably am gonna say, and do not tell him that I said this. I got into the performing arts because of my brother. So I started kind of doing like baby ballet at like 3, 4 years old. And then my brother joined a theatre company where we grew up. So we both grew up in Abu Dhabi, and he joined a theatre company in Dubai. And I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And then I saw him do a show, and I went, actually, yes, I do want to do it. And kind of from then on, I've kind of just always done it, and I've just grown to love it, and it's such a big part of my life.
Awesome. That's so lovely to hear. Shout out to your brother. Awesome.
I am swearing you to secrecy on that though. You can't know.
Yes, I'm not gonna tell him, but this will be on Spotify.
It's fine. He'll never know.
Yeah, you'll never know. Um,
No.
so, who are your inspirations slash role models?
I mean, annoyingly, again, my brother is a very important person to me, and he's always kind of been that inspiration for me and been that role model to follow in his footsteps ish and do what he does. I've kind of just always looked up to big Hollywood stars really, because I saw them more than I saw people on the West End really. But yeah, I grew up as a little bit of a nerd, so Robert Downey Jr. and Florence Pugh. Oh my goodness, Florence Pugh. I love her so much. Her work is incredible. Um, yeah, she's just got this way of embodying every character that she plays so completely that it just makes you feel everything that you're supposed to feel.
Yes. Yeah, both Robert Downey Jr. and Florence Pugh are absolutely amazing, especially in Marvel. And
Yeah.
I also still sworn to secrecy about your brother.
Uh, I mean, he knows.
I
He
Okay.
knows that I love him.
Yes. So this is still broadcastable.
Yes.
Yeah, excellent. So, what's your experience with shows and or musicals?
Um, I mean, I've watched, I think I actually have no idea how many shows that I've watched at this point, but I can very vividly remember kind of every show that I've done from like, oh, like a silly little school show, maybe I was in like year one, year two, and every class had a different color t-shirt. I mean, it was probably awful. It was a primary school show. But kind of the more I got into it, doing showcases with like dance numbers and stuff, and then eventually, I don't think I did a full musical outside of school until I was maybe about 9 or 10. Um, the first like proper musical that I was in was in Dubai at the Duck Tack Theatre, and I want to say that it was Little Shop of Horrors. Um, yeah, that was just part of the Performing Arts Academy that I was in out there. That was the first full musical they put on, and I really feel like I've got it wrong, but it definitely was Little Shop. Um, yeah, and then I've kind of just done various ones since. I did The Mystery of Edwin Drood at my school. Um, Obviously, I've done School of Rock with Ariel and Elf and Shrek. And then now being at drama school, we've just finished Once, which was our first full um Actor Muso show that we did properly as our second year project. So all singing, all dancing, all acting, and all playing instruments, which was really intense, but also really, really fun.
Awesome. That's so amazing. Like performing in Dubai, like overseas. That's incredible and
Yeah.
all those shows incredible. And I'm just wondering, what's your favorite aspect of performing?
You're asking me a hard question. Um, it's not one I can ever really answer. Um, I know what my weakest is. My weakest will probably always be dance, but it doesn't mean that it's not one of my favorites. Like
Yeah,
there's so much joy in all elements of performing. I genuinely don't think I could pick one.
yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah, I'm always acting's always going to be up there, but also I love singing so much and I love dance regardless of how ridiculous I look because I don't know what I'm doing. And then there's when you add the instruments into it, there is such a beauty in making music and having that sound all together that yeah, it's an impossible choice, so I am just gonna have to say all of them. That's not what you want to hear, but
it's
unfortunately, that's what I've
okay.
got.
It's okay, I don't mind. This isn't like an exam or something. There's no
That's very
correct
fair.
answer. So yeah, and I love how you enjoy all aspects of it. It's a really wonderful thing and so
Yeah.
amazing to hear that. What's your favorite genre? Like this can be stage, film, or other forms of media.
You know, I have my least favorite definitely, and it's like short form content, like like TikTok and Instagram Reels. As much as doom scrolling is fun, I want more. I love a full feature length film in the same way that I love a full musical, but I think a musical will probably always be my answer. Um, Maybe not contemporary musicals. Like I do love them and they are great, but going back to the classics like Rodgers and Hammerstein, Yeah, Rodgers and Hammerstein definitely win for me, probably.
Awesome. Awesome, love that. And I don't really watch TikTok much, just some YouTube compilations of some books, really, but that's about it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. What's your favorite type of character to play?
Another tough one. You've got some good questions in here. Um,
Right.
I've kind of got two, but I've got more experience with one than the other, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Um, like I love being a comedic side character, a supporting just yeah, I love a bit of comedy. I mean, I struggle with it a bit, but it is something that I really love doing because it pushes me. Um, but then also kind of a just like playing a love story is also very fun, but when there's complexity in the character's backstory, like I know I said I love the old time stuff, but a lot of the time when it comes to kind of those older shows, especially the female romantic leads, there's not as much kind of turmoil. Like women weren't necessarily written in the best way. And now you always get more context behind it. Like you have different layers to explore. And I think when you've got that, it just makes a character so much more fun to dive into.
yeah. And that's very interesting. One thing I found interesting is how, like, in contemporary, like, female characters are more well written. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, a lot of them probably still don't pass the Bechdel test, but ah well.
yeah, yeah. Like, there's still some way to go, but it's definitely been better than it has for the
Yes.
past decades, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. What are three things you love about performing arts?
Um, I love the kind of just way that it brings people together. Like as I said before, I grew up in Abu Dhabi and I did performing out there. And I think the thing that sold it to me was that because everyone kind of leaves and moves to the country and everyone's from all over the world, but in that performing space, everyone is equal. Oh, equal. There we go. Like even at Mountview, like international students, like people from all over the country, is that it's always a thing that brings people together. And I think there's a nice magic to that, that it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter kind of what else you've done, is that you all kind of share that passion and it brings you all together. Like it's where you make friends and it's where you make magic. Yeah, that's one. And now I need to think of two more. Storytelling, making people feel things and making people think about things. Like there's nothing. I feel like it was an English teacher during my GCSEs who said no writer ever writes something for the sake of writing it. Something is always written with a purpose. Maybe that's just English teachers being English teachers, but there is there is a truth to that, that every show that is written to make people feel and to make people think and to kind of bring an awareness of society, whether that be past, present, future. Yeah. Oh no. And a third one. Oh dear. I think also it's just fun.
Yeah,
Like it is just fun and it's so silly.
yeah,
Like we did a term of animal studies last year. I crawled around on the floor like a fox for 6 weeks, which is utterly ridiculous, but it's so fun and it teaches you so much and you don't realize how much you've learned until you're done having the fun and then you go, that was fun, but also I now know all of these things about myself and about these different ways of getting into performance.
Yeah, those are all the amazing things, like the community aspect, like,
It's incredible.
yeah, it's so magical, like, really amazing, like, High School Musical-esque vibes.
Yep,
Yeah,
for real,
yeah, had to reference High School Musical.
obviously.
Yeah, uh, and with the feeding things, it's so incredible, and yeah, there's so many forms of media get you thinking about something or inspire you or make you a bit emotional at times.
Yeah. Or even
And
just make you happy.
yeah, also make you
Yeah.
happy. Yeah. Like there was one book I was reading and I was laughing so hard a lot,
Yep.
especially in the beginning.
Nice.
And I agree with it being fun, like it's so wonderful. Also, yeah. I just wanted to ask a question, an additional question, like, what's been one of the funniest stories you've had in the performing arts?
Ooh, okay. Funny. I mean, I think Shrek's always got to be up there for humor. I
Yeah,
was I was on stage as a duck, so
yeah, yeah,
that's always up there. Panto. I did a panto in Dubai. That was yeah,
yeah,
that was a fun one. I know panto's kind of designed to be funny and silly. Um, but when you do it and you take yourself so seriously for a little bit, and then you actually go, this is ridiculous. I am literally a lamp.
yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, no, Shrek's always gonna win.
yeah. Awesome, love hearing that. Uh, like, some funny moments for me are when me and my friends play traitors. Uh, yeah, because there are times when I can be a little dramatic, and by a little I mean falling on my knees, mouth open dramatic.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
yeah, and there's one time where I was a traitor and I did something that was quite ridiculous looking back because I thought, right, they need a traitor, and I tried getting one out, but I lied and said, guys, I didn't want to say it, but I'm the seer. And the problem was the actual seer was still in the game.
Oh dear.
Yeah, and but thankfully at the time they didn't realize. They did realize when the game ended. Like, wait a minute, he couldn't have been the safe.
Oh dear.
Yeah, uh, and one last question: what's your advice for a young person either starting their performing arts journey or taking the next step?
Um, just go for it.
Yeah,
There's always going to be that little voice of fear and of doubt in your head. There is for absolutely everyone, and anyone who says there isn't is lying to you. Um, it's always there, and you just have to push past it, and you have to believe in yourself and go, okay, I don't know if I can do it, um, but I want to do it, so I'm going to try it. Um, Never doubt yourself, regardless of how much your brain is telling you to. Push past every single wall that is like imaginarily in front of you, and just like if you have to knock that wall over, if you have to climb over it, just just do it, and it will all be fine. If you fall on your face, get back up, do it again. Because you
Aw-
will get there. If you want it, you'll get it.
Awesome. That's so incredible. Very important to like keep going and yeah, uh, and to overcome that. Um, that Bruno, like it was mentioned in Luca, like it's called the Bruno.
Yeah,
Yeah, just dragging a Pixar film into this.
of course. Why not?
Yeah, for the record, this isn't sponsored by Luca.
Haha.
Yeah,
Just had to check.
yeah. Yeah, that's all my questions. Thank you so much for coming on, Kai. You've been amazing and
Of
given
course.
lots of insight. And yeah, thank you again for coming here.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you to all of our listeners. Please follow, share, and rate, comment on the podcast, and be sure to follow Be for Change Media Network and give the other amazing podcasts they have a listen. Again, thank you so much.